All right. Welcome back to Queens River. In the last video, I had a little bit of trouble with the introduction, so hopefully the introduction works well this time. But we have a new group of friends with I think his name's Joshua. You got Emma, you've got Edward, and there was one other one. Who was the other girl that was in it? Um, Hold on. Let's look at the group of friends. Erica. That's right, Erica. So those are our four new friends: Joseph, Emma, Edward, and Erica. And then we also now have the mysterious hacker, faceless hacker Kitsune, who goes by the name Kitsune, who gave us the access to be able to hack into cameras and so on. Will probably help us try to find Emily. Now, again, I know I've already beaten this game once. Um, well, I guess beaten isn't really the right word, but I've definitely finished this game once already, and I did it in like record time in the very first video of this playlist. I finished the game super quick. Now, did we win? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. And finishing the game doesn't necessarily mean that you won the game. But we didn't win. We got the worst possible ending. Emily forever was abducted and never been found, and even the abductor never been found, and we just kind of went on with our daily lives. And this proves to everybody that's watching this that I, Detective Tongue-Tied, am the best crime investigating detective out there, because without my help, clearly these people, my new friends, will never find Emily. So we are gonna use this new playthrough as a way to prove that it is me that helps find these individuals and helps rescue these people, and without me it can't be done. And we've already proven that in the very first video. Without me it couldn't be done. They never found Emily, and that was because I wasn't there. So now that I am here, we are going to go ahead and complete this first playthrough correctly, and we'll actually beat it. We'll find Emily, and we'll rescue her. No problems. No problems at all. Before we get started, though, we're going to get started here in a couple seconds, but before we get started, I just wanted to let everybody know that if you join as a member, that it is only 99 cents, gives you some awesome perks, gets you custom badges next to your name, and it gives you some custom emojis that you can use in comments and chats. And again, it's only 99 cents a month if you join as a member. So think about joining as a member on the Tongue-Tied Games YouTube. And it's never expected, but it's always appreciated. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right back into the game. We know we have Kitsune here. Says, call me Kitsune. In the last video, we successfully... here, I'm going to show you guys what we actually picked up real quick. Where's my gallery? Right here. This is what we picked up in the last video. We hacked into these cameras, and we have Queens River Network camera, kind of like where the park was, where Emily was potentially abducted. And right there kind of gives you a little bit of a shadowy figure there. Kind of like maybe that was the abductor. And we're going to send that to Kitsune right now. I think. There we go. Just like that. Well done. You're getting the hang of it. Of course I am, Kitsune. I'm a damn genius. Are you seeing what I'm seeing in the footage? There's someone in a cloak, maybe a monk or a priest. Probably not a monk or a priest. It's too dark to make out any specifics. I'm not sure. What are you seeing? But there is definitely somebody in a cloak, but it's definitely not a monk or a priest. I wish there was like a fourth option, just to leave out the monk or priest. But precisely, it seems oddly out of place. Definitely not a monk or a priest, though. I've heard tales about a clergyman tied to disappearances in Queens River. I don't usually indulge in such chatter, but maybe? You could ask Erica about it. She works at the Queen's Daily, the city newspaper. They're privy to all that goes on in the city. They know more about what's happening there than anyone else. I'd attempt to reach out to them if I were you. I'll continue my research in the meantime and see if I can find more about this online. I need to sign off now. All right, see you later, Kitsune. Now, we're supposed to go and talk to Erica, which we will here in a second. However, we do have some... we got some emails here. So we already did the new wallpapers, but we have a new feature added. Get ready. So this is just Kitsune letting us know that we have a new feature added. Hey there, pro hacker. Of course I am. I've just added a new feature to your hacking app called Dossiers. It's totally optional, but trust me, these side investigations will help you dig up tons of extra information on people, places, and more. You know how it works. More info equals better chances to progress in the case. So yeah, if you're up for it, dive into the dossier. Not part of the main tasks, but if you're the type who always wants more, go ahead and give it a shot. And hey, stay safe in the dark web. I'm off. Catch you between the bits. Kitsune. Catch you between the bits. What kind of bits you talking about? Digital video game bits? High quality bits. Here is the camera that we have. It is unlocked. I think that means that it's successfully hacked. These are just the additional hackings that we can do to it. We can grab a couple more stars to it. Queens River Surveillance Network, located on the Monastsry Street in the old part of the city. Quiet Lane. Can we look at these pictures a little bit closer? No, we cannot. Okay. But that's really the only thing that we have. Blue Haven Mental Wellness. In our clinic, we believe that emotional well-being is the foundation of a fulfilling life. Oh, here's one. Camera 3, Forest Entrance, Queens River Surveillance Network, located after crossing the stone bridge, just entering the forest. Oh, these are the actual cameras that I actually unlocked in our hacking. Queens River Surveillance Network, located before crossing the stone bridge that leads to the forest on the outskirts. Interesting. Okay, so those are actually the cameras I unlocked. Nice. Now, if we look back into our hacking, you see right up here where it says dossiers? That's what Kitsune was talking about. We have new dossiers. If we click on that, kind of gives us like case 1, Emily's past. And we can get more information on that. So if you guys want to see some dossiers, maybe an episode or a part, or maybe just like a short video of us completing these dossiers and going through the information of the dossiers, let me know in the comments. Or I can just do them all real quick and then share them all in one video. I don't know. Whatever works. We need to get in touch with Erica. We got to get Erica's phone number. So let's look at our friends. Let's look at Erica. It's 6320. Let's go ahead and add that to our add friends. 6320, done. Check mark. Erica. We are now friends with Erica. Let's check out her photos. Erica likes to damn party. I think we've already looked at these photos before, haven't we? I think so. Hey, Erica, it's Tongue-Tied here. How you doing? How you doing, Erica? Tongue-Tied. Yeah, you know who I am, Erica. Don't act like you don't know. Oh, you're from the group chat. Yeah, the group chat. Look, I'm not sure what you need, but I'm swamped right now. I don't even understand why Joseph added me to the chat. Because Erica and Emily were not great of friends when Emily got abducted. They were best friends when they were going to school, but then they kind of had falling out. I understand, but could you spare a few moments? I need to ask you some things. I just want to assist and believe Joseph added you because he thinks you still care about his sister. I don't mean to bother you, but it's really important that we talk. Maybe we can kind of help Erica and Joseph, and maybe help Erica get more involved in the friends group in the case. If we say that we just want to assist and believe that Joseph added Erica because she's still friends with his sister. It might also give us more information as to the falling out Erica had with Emily. What do you need? Or maybe she won't give us any more information. Do you have any information about Emily? Uh, when was the last time you two talked? I understand you had difficult. You drifted apart, but did something specific happen? Why did you think Joseph shouldn't have added you to the chat? Look. I do you have any information? Like, I don't want to make it seem like I know about what's going on between Erica and Emily, unless that might make Erica seem a bit defensive. I don't know. But when was the last time you two talked? Honestly, I don't remember. We were close in school, but we've grown apart since. I see. Was there something specific incident that caused you to drift apart? I'm sorry, I don't enjoy discussing it, but maybe it probably had to do something with a boy. We simply grew up and our interests diverged. Oh, maybe it had nothing to do with a boy. It's sad to hear that. It's a common thing, though. Given your kindness, I'm not surprised. Such a pity. You two seem to be good friends. Look, that definitely happens. You know, you think they're going to be best friends with somebody when you go to school, and then you guys go out of school and you move away or something, and things just, you just fall out. Perhaps, is there anything else? I need to get back to work. I heard you work at the Queen's Daily, known for its wealth of information about the city. Do you know any myths about cleric or monks? Yeah, do you know any myths about clerics? Let's just get right into it, Erica. I'm not going to try to, talk you up about how much knowledge you might have just because you work at Queen's Daily. But do you know anything about myths about clerics and monks? Actually, I heard stories about apparitions, but I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps someone I know has more information. My boss, perhaps. Can you give me a phone number to your boss and a name to your boss? He's our best journalist, well-versed in all things Queen's River, and he was the editor of Emily's disappearance article. Could you possibly provide his contact? Is there any chance that you could connect us? Really need to talk to America. Yeah, is there any chance you could connect us? Probably won't just give me the number, but maybe she can create a group chat. Not sure I trust you. Awesome. Maybe I don't trust you, Erica. Plus, he probably won't be pleased. We're in the middle of a work day. You'll have to wait. I need to get back to work. Bye. All right, so that didn't help. Let's get back to Kitsune. Let Kitsune know that Erica isn't really keen on helping. Has no ambition to help us whatsoever. Can't say I'm surprised. Yeah, she seems like a total jerk. in better words, a total jerk. I've glanced over your conversation quicker than asking you anyway. Seems like you're faced with two choices. If patience is your virtue, you could wait to see if she decides to assist and make contact, though I wouldn't bet on it. Alternatively, if you're more like me, you could try hacking the app on Erica's phone to retrieve the contact yourself. The ball is in your court. Oh, I'm definitely hacking into her phone. I don't trust that Erica is going to give me the information I need anyways. She's not going to help me out. So I'm definitely hacking into her phone. And so we're going to do that right now. Yeah, Erica's phone. Erica's mobile phone. Let's go ahead and hack into it. All right, we got some viruses here. We need to get these viruses out of there. Let's turn that one. Oops. Turn that one. Let's see. Turn that. And perfect. Easy. All right, enter device. Now, password is required. So Erica Campos, journalist, date of birth. She works at the Queen's Daily. She likes nightlife and social media. In high school, Emily and Erica were inseparable. So, what would be potential password? Maybe Queen's something? Queens, I don't know. Queens, let's just go 521 and try that. See if anything is nothing. Not a single thing. All right. Let's try journalist. Come on, at the end. There we go. No, it's definitely not journalist. Let's go daily. Zero. No, it's never. It might be 0521. No, it's definitely not 0521. Maybe 2105. Ooh, we're close. We're close. We're close. So it's something. It's not daily, but man, it was close to daily. Emily? Oh, so Emily 21. I don't know. So her password is Emily though? Like, how's her password still Emily? Let's go 2190. Yeah. Damn genius. All right, so yeah, we're getting ready to watch an ad right here, unfortunately. We're going to hit continue. It's going to pop up an ad. But again, I'm not a big fan of these ads being so intrusive. Yeah, I get it. You get these sills when you watch the ads. But still, I'd rather skip the ad and not get the sills. But it doesn't even give me that option. I have to hit continue to be able to go through with it. So here's an ad. You know what's funny? The ad that popped up was a game that was advertising that it has no ads in the game. Let's go ahead and check out Erica's contacts. We have Adrien Gill at 6128 Queens Daily. Can we just straight up call him? No. Can we send this to Kitsune? Doesn't let us. Okay, we don't need to. What was his number? 6128? Easy. $61.28. Perfect. Done. Hello, Adrien Gill. Hello, Adrien. My name is Tongue-Tied. I have a few questions to ask you. Apologies for the disturbance. I'm tongue-tied. You think we could have a chat? Tongue-Tied. Yeah. It's a strange name, but it works. Yeah, but it is my name. Erica mentioned. Oh, shit. So Erica did talk to you about. Oh, shit. She told me you had some inquiries about Queens River lore. I intended to write you, but you beat me to it. By the way, how did you get my number? How did you come by my number? I did a bit of snooping in the phone directory. Let's just say I have my resources. I'd tell you, but then I'd have to, kill you. Look, let's just say I have my sources. Just like you have your sources, I've got mine. You've got a journalist's tenacity. I respect that. Well, fire away. Is there any local myths involving monks in Queens River? Heard anything about a monk? Yeah, any local myths? Any urban legends? Absolutely. Adrien knows all about it. It's a tale as old as time, hailing back to the days of the Inquisition. In Queens River, a medieval monk's apparition has been linked with multiple places, such as the forest on the outskirts and the old monastery. Truth be told, Erica had already tipped me off about your inquiries on the monk, so I'm a bit prepared. I'm sending you over a photo of an old book on the subject for your interpretation. It's called the King's Tower Monastery. Thank you so much, Adrien. Appreciate your kindness. Considering Erica's disposition, I was expecting a different response. Seems like you're quite prepared. Yeah, thank you so much. I don't want to talk shit on Erica, but You're welcome, tongue-tied. My pleasure. By the way, just out of curiosity, why are you so interested in the monk's tale? I'm penning a university article on local myths. I'm investigating a disappearance possibly linked to that monk. I believe it might have some relation to the Emily Salazar's case. Ooh. Do we just go straight into it? Look, I'm telling Adrien straight away. Hey, I think it's going to be part of trying to help save Emily. So maybe Adrien can help. Intriguing. The myth of the monk. Who would have thought? It's truly unfortunate all that's happening. Queens River is typically quite peaceful. Some might say dull. And now there's a disappearance. I assume you've seen the Emily article. I wrote it. Yeah, I have seen it. It's truly a regrettable situation. Oh, I didn't know you authored it. Yeah, look, I did see it. We saw it in the very first video. Furthermore, Joseph is in tatters. Right? We've talked to Joseph a few times. He's a good guy. I often eat at his place. Nice joint. All this is quite unfortunate. I hope I've been assistance, tongue-tied. I should be off now. If you need anything more, we'll be in touch. Bye. Thanks, Adrien. Catch you later. Appreciate it, Adrien. Let's go ahead and check out this. Oh, I can't? Oh, I zoomed past it too far. Oh, here's Adrien's pictures. Damn future ex-hubby material right there. Damn. They look completely different, don't they? I mean, similar, but that looks it's crazy how portrait headshots versus like action shots completely change the way somebody looks. Crazy. I wish I would have caught that read that book, but maybe it's in our gallery. Yeah, here we go. So, the King's Tower Monastery. Can we zoom in a little bit? Oh, we can just read it through here. I'll read it on the actual page. At the end of the 10th century, the King's Tower Monastery was built on the Queen's River by royal order. 1,000 gloomy and horror stories are known about what was experienced in this place from the 16th century, when witchcraft became a serious crime and persecution and the death penalty for its practice was legalized. Within the walls of the monastery, more than 2,000 sentences were carried out. Accused women were tortured until they confessed and were usually burned at the stake. It is said that the monks who founded the monastery belonged to an ancient order that existed since the early Middle Ages. The events that occurred in the town formed a collective hysteria that made the members of the monastery especially cruel, to the point that there was only one person suspended of witchcraft for every 4 inhabitants of the town. There came a time when the villagers could take no more, and it is said that they formed a rebellion. These burned the monastery together with all the monks. The villagers thought that the line of terror was over, but according to the legend, as the years passed, women from the village continued to disappear and were found dead within the walls of the monastery. Legend has it that if you visited the monastery at night, you could hear and even see the monks who used to live there. If you dared to enter the building, you would die at their hands. Oh, we enter in that building. Let's go ahead and send this over to Kitsune. We have this that we can send just to give Kitsune some more information on the monastery and the monks. I just had a chat with Adrien, Erica's boss. Would you like the summary, or will you read through the conversation? The Kitsune is probably going to read through the conversation and probably already has. You're starting to know me, aren't you? I've already seen the update. Unlike Erica, he seems friendly. We should keep him on our side. Yeah, I agree. Adrien seems quite friendly. Well, I did some deep web digging, and surprisingly, there's not even a trace of that story. Seems like it's strictly a Queens River local tale. So, this is also intriguing, especially the recurrent theme of monks linked to the abduction of young girls and the mention of the old monastery, Queens River. It's definitely curious. It sure is. What makes you say that? This tale is bizarre. Not really my thing. I'm not much for supernatural stuff either. Look, it's definitely curious. Very, very curious. It's probably somebody pretending to be a monk. On another note, I have some good news. I managed to get the original audio of Emily's call to you. I'm sending it your way in case you want to give it another listen. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it another listen.
Oh God, please, please help. My name is Emily Salazar. I've been kidnapped. This has something to do with
Yeah, it sounds just like what we expected. I mean, there were some, you could definitely hear some bats in the background, chirping away and everything. You might notice something new. I'm already performing some acoustic analysis. There's not much there besides her voice. It sounds like she's in a confined space. There's an echo. Poor Emily, it's hard to listen to that. How did you mean? It definitely sounds like she's in confined space, but it sounds like there are bats in there. You impressed me tongue-tied. I made a good choice picking you. By amplifying and analyzing the video, or the audio, we can determine several factors. She's in a closed space of moderate size. I'd estimate 150 to 200 square meters. And one more thing. I think I hear some squeaking. Could be bats. That's what I was thinking. I thought maybe bats. So we're looking for an abandoned closed space of medium size with bats. It's crystal clear. It has to be the monastery. It might be the monastery. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be the monastery. I mean, if it's somebody who's pretending to be a monk and they're abducting girls, then they would take them to the monastery. Let's say the monastery. We want to investigate the monastery. That's definitely clue one. Kitsune had the same thought. The acoustics don't match, though. The monastery has either very large open spaces like a cloister or much smaller rooms. Besides, it's significant decay with cracks and holes that would make that would also alter the acoustics. I think we're looking for somewhere else. Now I'm using software to scan the city. Any caves anywhere? Once I have some matches, I'll upload them to your map. Make sure to check it. This might take a bit. The scanning is underway. Catch you later. All right, so Kitsune is going through and scanning everything. Woo! Emma wants to talk. Let's check out our city map. This is the camera 4, Old Town Towers. Queens River Surveillance Network located in front of towers in the Old Town. Here's another one. Hydroelectric power plant. It was abandoned many years ago. It's located half a step from the bridge that crosses the Queens River. Okay, that's possible. Probably not, though. Outskirts of a farm. Okay. That's all that's new on the city map. But the hydroelectric pump station or whatever is possible. I think it was this one right here. Nope, that's a forest entrance. But this one. Old power plant. Hydroelectric power plant. Possibly, maybe. Let's go ahead and talk to Emma. Damn future ex-wife, Emma. Hey, Emma, I found some stuff, but nothing significant so far. Hi, Emma. I'm looking into a local legend about a monk. It might be linked to Emily. Do you know anything about it? Sadly, nothing. Look, I'm going to let her know. Maybe she can definitely help. A monk, you say? Yeah. No, can't say I do. All right, cool, Emma. Everybody knows about the monk except for you, I guess. Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. I'm so worried about Emily. It's constantly on my mind. It's even impacting my work. I understand it's tough. You should try to rest a bit. I'm sorry to hear that, Emma, but don't lose hope. We'll find her. Stay strong, Emma. There are lives relying on your work. Yeah, you gotta stay strong. You get people, you're a damn doctor, Emma. You got people relying on you to not screw up. End up killing somebody on the table. Thank you, Tongue-Tied. I'm finally home now. I need to unwind a bit. I'm talking to Arthur out. Or I'm taking Arthur out. Who damn Arthur? Who the hell's Arthur, Emma? You cheating on me already? He's my little one. Ah, the puppy. That's right. Oh, hell yeah, Arthur. I forgot Emma had a puppy. It's adorable. Pug, awesome. I love it. Give the heart emoji eyes. It's just super adorable. Okay, I'm heading out with Arthur now. He's all leashed up, and if I don't move fast, he'll chew the zipper. He'll chew my slipper in anticipation. Got it. Couldn't put those words together with my mouth apparently. Thanks for the chat, Tongue-Tied. Please keep me updated. Bye for now. Goodbye, Emma. Enjoy your walk with Arthur. Yeah, I hope Arthur loves his walk. Cute little pug. All right. Joseph. Hey there, Tongue-Tied. I'm still trying to piece together what's happening with my sister. I think a monk abducted her and is going to burn her at the stake for being a witch. That seems to be what our clues are indicating at the moment, Joseph. But don't worry. Detective Tongue-Tied's on the case. I don't get why she would call you. Why not Emma or even Erica? I'm in the dark too, Joseph. I'd like to know that as well. Keep your spirits up, Joseph. Even though I never knew Emily, I'm doing everything I can to find her. Look, I'd like to know that too, Joseph. I think it was just like maybe they mistyped. Maybe they were trying to call somebody else, but they hit the wrong number. My sister's always been the type to help others. In some ways, you remind me of her. If you two had met, you'd probably have become good friends. She'd probably be my future ex-wife, Joseph. It would be nice. Perhaps, who knows? Yeah, look, that would have been nice. I need to stay focused. Me too, Joseph. You're right. Getting overwhelmed won't help. I don't remember saying anything about that. I can't help my sister in this state, and also, for some reason, I feel like I can trust you. You should be able to trust me. I'm just a random person that you've never known before, and now I have the ability to hack into your guys' devices. You should 100% trust me. That's the spirit, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. So that means a lot. That's a damn spirit, Joseph. Oh, that reminds me. Adrien was just here a while ago. He's one of the editors at Queen's Daily. You've met him, right? Yeah, we talked. We talked a little bit. He mentioned that you asked him some unusual questions. Did you just discover anything new? Actually, I'm onto a lead that involves a monk or a priest of some sort. Maybe, but it's too early to draw conclusions. I'm following some leads, but they seem to be leading to... Look, it's too early to draw all the conclusions there, Joseph, but we're definitely working on the possibility that a monk abducted your sister to then torture her and then burn her at the stake after she confesses to being a witch. That's where we're at right now, Joseph. I understand, but any information could be crucial. Can you share what it's about? It's a bit strange. It involves a monk. Here goes, Joseph, but don't laugh. It's about a supernatural monk story. Yeah, don't laugh at me, but this is what we're working with. A monk? You're referring to the myth then. So Joseph knows a bit about it then. But yeah, that's exactly what we're referring to. I've heard some apparitions near the outskirts of Queen's River, the old abandoned monastery. How does this tie to my sister? I'm wondering the same thing, but trust me, you'll be the first to know once I figure it out. I'm not one for supernaturals either, but it seems to relate to Emily's disappearance. I'll get to the bottom of it. Look, I
I'm wondering how it relates to your sister as well, but the more information I find out, you know, Joseph, you'll be the first one to know.
I'll take your word for it, tongue tie. Right, because you trust me. You trust that I'm not leading you in the wrong direction. Please, if you uncover anything that could lead us to my sister, tell me before anyone else. Absolutely. It might be dangerous. I'll make a call when the time comes. If we uncover a crucial lead, it would be best to inform the inspector first.
Look, I'll let you know, Joseph. Absolutely. I'm counting on you.
Bye for now. All right, goodbye. All right, we're back to hacking. So we have a few surveillance cameras to hack into. Let me ask you guys this. We're going to end the video here. However, I need to ask you guys, do you want me to hack into these cameras on screen? Like, do you want to see me hacking into these cameras? And then, of course, like, I have to then deal with, like, editing out the stupid ads that pop up. Or are you okay with me just doing this in my free time, hacking into the cameras, and then starting up the next video at the beginning of the next part without having to go through all these hacking surveillance cameras and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys are enjoying Queens River as much as I am. Again, think about joining as a member. It is only 99 cents per month. Super cheap. Less than $12 a year. You get some awesome badges next to your name. You get some awesome custom emojis that you can use in comments and chats. And again, $12 for the entire year. You get that access to those badges and that emotes that you can use for chats and comments. Again, only 99 cents a month. Just think about it. Never expected, always appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed Queens River. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.